Hey you all, so no Bible verse today, but I just want to share something with you guys that was just literally laid upon my heart on my way to pick up the kids from school. And this is just like really cool to me. So imagine this jar, and I'll fix it in just a second, but this is a jar with some fairy lights, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and it's got the solar power top on it. However, this is turned off. The switch is turned off. And goes biblically speaking, because when you are a person, God creates you, and he knows your life and everything beforehand. He knows that you have a flame, a light, a torch, a burning, whatever you want to call it. You have it inside of you. And when you have your switch turned off, you're not going to church, you're not getting into the Bible, you're not surrounding yourself with people that you need to be surrounded by, you're not growing in him or anything like that, then you are basically like, you're not charging, you don't have yourself turned on. But when you're going to church and you want to give your life to Christ and everything that comes with it, you turn your switch on. And when you turn your switch on, you are now, you put your switch on, you seal it, because you're like, I'm sealed, I'm baptized, I'm dedicated, I'm whatever you want to call it. Now you have this, you're now charging. You are now able to grow and do the things that you need to do. But in order to do that, like, you've got to surround yourself and get to know Christ. And you have to get to know people as Christ would, and to know him. So then you are sitting there, and I'm just going to hold it. And, you're sitting there firm and steady and everything, and you're charging and you're charging and you're charging, and your light is just growing and getting brighter and brighter and brighter. And the more that you grow, the more that you are just absorbing God and what he has to give you and everything. And your light is shining. But what's cool about this is, in those times of temptation and darkness, and when you are placed in the unfamiliar territory, you know that when it is dark, when it is like halfway lit, when it is partly lit, I don't know if you can see this, but these little lights are lit. And yeah, I know, they're not the brightest little things in this light, but you get the idea. And even when times of temptation is, you're sitting there and you're on the verge of, you're just sitting there, and, things are swaying and things are moving, and, everything with it. You are sitting there and you're still absorbing God. If you put yourself into the word, into prayer, into everything that comes with it, you can sit there and you will swing. We as Christians, or we as people, are meant to sin. We are meant to wobble a little bit. It's fine. We're not perfect. We are not God himself. But, we are meant to sway and rock. But we are still growing and absorbing everything that God has given to us. We just have to stay on the right path, on that right hook. So even when we twist and turn and move, we are still growing. And I think that is so cool. And it goes to show that you will still have your light growing. But if you completely take yourself out of the light and you decide to not charge anymore, to just completely shut off, just like shut off completely, there's nothing there. There's no light. There's no joy. There's no happiness. There's nothing there. There's nothing at all. And God cannot restore you and give you things that you are asking for, and to heal you and to guide you, if you physically just take yourself out. Yeah, over time, your light is slowly going to dim out. It's slowly not going to want to turn back on. But you put yourself in there, you're fine. You're great. And yeah, there's going to be times where we want to go, night or two where we don't get into our Bible. We don't pray. God knows. Doesn't mean we should do it, but God knows. But at the same time, we still have a light in us that will burn. It's when you completely take out God in your life and you refuse to recharge, you refuse to do the things you do knowing what's going to happen, then it's not going to work out. And I'll tell you this, you can, when your light is shining bright, you can go into other people's darkness and you can put a smile on their face because they see how beautiful it is, how pretty it is, how bright it is, how twinkling of that it is, of the joy and everything that comes with it. And then you can also light their light. You can also be a light for them so that they can come to Christ. So that, and I don't have my other one, but basically imagine this is, light too. You can be their light and you can bring them into the sun, into God's light, and then they start charging, and then they're on their, they're not on their own, but you stay together and everything. I think that's really cool. I wanted to share that, and if you guys get the message of what I'm saying, then I am grateful for it. But this was literally just put on my heart, and I was like, I've got to share this. I've got to share this. Be a light. Continue to let your light grow. Let it shine. Let it be bright. Let God be the light in the darkness. Do not let temptation, desire, fear, and none of it. Do not let anything that the devil is trying to give you put out your light. You shine bright. Have faith. Even the faith of a mustard seed. You will brighten your day, and you will get on with that trial. So continue to place your light. It's like off camera, but place your light, let it grow, let it shine, let it grow. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.